along those lines. This is best wide receivers available via free agency. And then we'll look at trade as well. This is from Pro Football Focus. Free agency, they go Marquise Brown, number 1, 17th in PFF's rankings. Ridley 2, Mooney, Gabe Davis, Odell Beckham, Tyler Boyd, Curtis Samuel, Kendrick Bourne, DJ Chark, and Michael Thomas. Thomas is kind of intriguing, although he can't stay healthy. Then via trade, they go T. Higgins, the Bengals franchised him. Bengals aren't trading T. Higgins to the Browns. Ayuk, Deontay Johnson, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. All right, let's start with the free agents, and we'll go into the trade potentials. Who are the free? None of those guys wow me. It's when I'm relative to free agents. I'm a little intrigued by Gabe Davis if he's at the right price. I'm a little intrigued by Samuel, but I don't know. He kind of seems like a lot like Elijah Moore. And then Michael Thomas, if he's healthy, I'm intrigued by him.
Yeah, Michael Thomas scares me. He hasn't been the same guy. If you got him dirt cheap, then sure, take a shot at him. I'm like you, Dave. Gabe Davis doesn't interest me. So does Hollywood Brown. I'm stunned that he's the highest rated among those guys because he feels like he's been a disappointment throughout his career, but he's got big play capability. He has that speed that I think the Browns are still looking for at that position, right? Marquise Goodwin was supposed to be the guy. Didn't have the season you expected. We've seen Elijah Moore. He's not a down-the-field guy. So I like that idea. And Gabe Davis brings that. Marquise Brown brings that. If you're just going straight up one receiver, Calvin Ridley would be the guy on that list. But I don't think the Browns are going to pay – I don't think they're going to pay a ton of money for receiver. And we can argue what ton of money is, right? But I think Ridley's going to get too much money on the market. And so might Brown and so might Davis, and the Browns might go, wait for the third tier of guys. But my ranking would be Ridley, Davis, Hollywood, and then probably Samuel after that.
All right, via trade. There's no way the Bengals are trading the Browns T. Higgins. They are not doing that. Ayuk is intriguing. I don't know. I think he'd cost a ton. Cortland Sutton is the guy. I'm not nearly as interested in Jerry Jeudy as I was 2 years ago or even last year. Cortland Sutton's intriguing. I think Watson and Hopkins, that chemistry, he might be able to develop that with a guy like Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, he's interesting. He's a bigger body, and not that doesn't work, because obviously it does. Sutton's had production. He ran away from Greg Newsome a couple times in that game in Denver last year, so he's got some juice. I'm just trying to find the perfect complement. And if the perfect complement is out there, then you can get the same body type as Amari Cooper or whatever. You can make it work. But I really like that speed dynamic. So I don't not like Sutton, but if I were targeting one specific area, it would be the guy that could take the top off the defense, open things up. We know Deshaun Watson likes to throw the ball deep. And not that Sutton can't do that, right? But maybe a slider guy who just flies down the field. Ayuk would be the guy on there, but I'm with you. I think he's just going to be way too expensive. And I always like Deontay Johnson, and I think he's unhappy in Pittsburgh. I just don't think Pittsburgh's going to trade him to you.